You know, this is bullshit that I've got to pack all this shit over here. It's only appropriate to do this wearing a headlamp. Oh, I gotta get this out of the way. So a kid in Texas was saying that he wants to put a transfer switch. There's the Ghetto land generator right there. Somewhere under there, and the Ghetto Wagon kind of crashed into it. It's filled with gas too, don't tell condo land. Store your generator with non-ethanol fuel to the top. Can't get non-ethanol fuel, move somewhere where you can. I won't diss Florida because I can get non-ethanol fuel right down the street, and I think I'm gonna fill up Whitey with it. But this is like a panel. You see, normally you would have a main breaker on the top, but in the state of Florida they decided after a certain year that the fire department needs to turn off your breaker for fire, or is it the New World Order and the thought police can come by and turn off your power when they raid you. Could be that, so it doesn't have it. Usually you'd use this top breaker right here. You'd put like a 30 amp, or maybe if your generator's better, a 50 amp. Put it right there, double pole. You would have some weird little switch thing you could put down. You can't do that here. So that's out of the question, but is it? I say it isn't. You see, look at the room I have here. I can actually move this all down. Put it over here even. I moved my breaker. It's for my room because it was charred on that main bar when the breaker blew. I could straighten it up, but I should have just turned the main breaker off and cleaned it up in there, and I wouldn't have died. But I moved it down. This is a Eaton or Cutler hammer box. So you can put a breaker over here. I can do this actually right now. I can put a breaker right here. Go to Home Depot, 30 amp. Run 4 wires. You gotta think about it like you're making a circuit. You have 2 wires that comes the breaker. It's like a red and a black. Then you have a white and a green, or the green goes over there and white goes over there, and that gets wired to the box. And then when you want to energize it, turn off your main, flip that breaker, or turn off all the breakers, flip that breaker, turn on the breakers you want, and you can run it. This is the sub panel box. There's this guy. What is that? There's a 50 amp that feeds right there. That feeds this box. There's a guy, his name was Dave. Not like the Dave who lives next door to here and bitches about everything I do and tries to get me in trouble. What was he? He was something weird. He was in some weird society that I didn't kind of approve of when, Oh, he was in Freemasons. Aren't those kind of like strange people, the Masonry? I don't know, strange. I think he was one of those people that didn't believe in anything either. He's like an atheist. But he was a really old guy, couldn't hear. He actually fixed all this. He moved the breaker in that panel because when the everything was powered on, it would short it. Everything 220, when the air handler was on, the stove, the water heater, zip, would blow that main thing. So there was too much in here because condo land people can't match stuff. So what I could do, say open slots again. I can put a breaker over there. I can put a port. I can get a stronger generator, and I can run my air handler. Oh my god, I can run a washer and dryer. Oh man, I can run all this stuff, you mean? Maybe. But I'll show you the other website how to do it. And it's only appropriate to show this too when wearing one of these things, because they didn't put a switch on the other side. This condo land blows. There's my cheese. There's my Xbox controller. There's my messy desk. So Indestructibles. What was this? Bam, bam, bam. No, this guy's not the fat man over there. Indestructibles. Something like this. Indestructibles. Outside. How to hook up. Blah, blah, blah. He uses a 10 gauge wire. I would just get 8 gauge, even if you're doing a 30 amp, because then you could run a 50 amp breaker. You don't have to rerun it. So get like 8 gauge wire. All different colors. Already got a cable like that. Came with the China rack. Pop a hole. You can do that right in the panel over here, and then just run a long wire outside and get carbon dioxide poisoning in your garage. Why not? Sounds like fun. Yeah, don't do that to condo land. The HOA will go bitch about it, and the Mexican guy will paint over it. The color. He'll just splatter paint right over it. I'm gonna wire it up. Looks pretty simple. Looks very simple. That's just a double thing over there. Yep. You go inside, like I told you. You put your breaker. You see, he's gonna put the cool little slot thing in, but again, wire it up. black and the red. One goes over here, one goes over there, the green and the white. He puts this thing in because he has the main breaker in the panel, so you can't do that in condo land. This would make it legal. Condo land would never be legal unless you get one of those stupid sub boxes, and they're stupid expensive and it's worthless, so you can't run that here. So I don't have the main. But could I do it anyway? I think I could, and just don't tell anyone. If it was my house, I would do it tomorrow and rig it up. But very simple, because I think that kid in Texas wanted to do it. Yeah. And yeah, you can get your lights on. Because I lost power a shitload of times. Where's my log over here? Does it show? There we go. Oh man, this thing was flashing all damn day, dude. Flashing all damn day. I don't scream and yell when I lose power anymore because I got the Eaton's UPSs. Keeps my computer on and my whole network on. So yeah, it's simple. Simpler than what you think it is. And this actually confused me years ago when I was looking at it, and then I understand how a whole circuit works, in a electric. If it was only 120, you'd only have one of these wires, right? If 220 uses two, or 240, whatever you want to do. And that's just it's using both of the bus bars. There's two bus bars, so if it's split, one staggered this way, one staggered that way, so that's where your wires are going. Just keep all your wires in order. You should be okay. I guess it's the same way. They what is it? I think that was the ground, or the neutral was bare, and the common or something is white. I think. I don't know. We'd have to figure that out. But it's pretty straightforward. All you need is the damn breaker and that port, which is like $50. That outside port. You can do it, but just don't tell anyone. Big Brother's watching.